Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Back in my day, we had chores and a curfew time. Now folks got opinions and not a lick of common sense. Bless them, they try. How's your mama and 'em? Hey, y'all. Come on, let's unwind. I'm Crystal, your Gen X gal. Telling the truth, your mama's too polite to say.
Well, hey, y'all. Welcome back to How's Your Mama and M, the only podcast hosted by a Gen X countrywoman who survived dial-up internet, metal playground slides, and parents who believed in whoopings and chores. I'm your host, Crystal, the girl who grew up on fried bologna, Kool-Aid, and minding her damn business. If you hear a little rattling, don't worry. That's just my patience falling apart again. Today, we're doing a quick, filthy little masterclass in polite survival. 3 Southern Gen X phrases that let you keep your dignity while not starting a family war. Stick around. You're going to leave with lines that sound sweet, but work like a steel trap. Picture this. Aunt Linda just told Cousin Joey he's ruined Thanksgiving because he microwaved Granny's pecan pie, Uncle Ray's hollering, and somebody's about to throw the casserole. Then, like the sound of a fridge door closing on arguments, someone drops, bless their heart. Instant thaw. Chairs stop scraping, tempers lower, and the pie survives. That single phrase saved dessert and maybe a marriage. Today I'll teach you not just what those phrases are, but when to use them, how to say them, and what to do if the person keeps squawking. No screaming required. All right. First tool in the kit. Bless their heart. Origins? Ain't nobody exactly sure, but we know it's the Swiss Army knife of Southern commentary. Soft-spoken on the surface, sharp as a tack underneath. Use it with a tilted smile, and you're doing 3 things at once: signaling pity, closing off debate, and keeping your hands clean. Let me give you a picture. When I was a kid, our next-door neighbor, Mrs. Harlan, decided her hydrangeas needed nightly serenades. So she'd stand on her porch at 9 o'clock and sing to them like they were on The Voice. Folks started driving by to see what the fuss was. My mama didn't say much. She just leaned out the window, looked at Mrs. Harlan, and said, "Bless her heart." No judgment parade, no argument, just compassion with a lid on it. That turned nosy neighbors into a story, not a feud. Now, why it works. Bless their heart lets you acknowledge someone's behavior without feeding it. It's disarming. People expect either praise or attack, so pity throws them for a loop. Use it when the hill you die on is actually just a molehill. But listen close. Don't use it when the wrongdoing is dangerous or repeated and serious. Then you need to call it out cleanly. Think of bless their heart as a last-ditch, classy diffuser for petty nonsense, not a permission slip for bad behavior.
Section 2. Mind your business. Short, direct, and honestly therapeutic. This is the phrase you pull out when someone's poking where they don't belong and ain't trying to be helpful. They're beacon. My favorite memory? A family dinner, right? Aunt Patty's elbow deep in potato salad, Uncle Jeb's telling the same story about a deer for the 12th time, and Cousin Tara leans over and asks my sister which boyfriend she's seeing. My sister's about to answer, and I give her that narrowed eye look, and she whispers loud enough for the table to hear, "Mind your business." It shut the question down without a fight. The trick? Deliver it calm and unmoved. You want to sound like you're describing the weather, not starting a brawl. Use mind your business when someone's curiosity crosses into control. It's not an attack, it's a protective fence. Say it when you want to reclaim your peace, not humiliate someone. If they push back, remind them you aren't everybody's project and change the subject. Offer a neutral pivot like, "How's your garden?" or "Did you see the game?" Redirecting keeps dinner edible and your blood pressure lower. Also, a little piece of advice from me to you. If you gotta whisper, "Mind your business" at the table, do it with class. Think cool peppermint tea, not shotgun blast. Now, for my personal favorite, don't get me started. This one is a velvet rope around your actual rant. It says, "I've got opinions, I've got receipts, I will book an hour on you if you prod me, but I'm not opening that can right now." Works like a charm online, too. Say you see some keyboard critic tearing apart a mom for letting her kid play in mud. You can type,
Don't get me started. And the people who know you will get the memo. You're on the edge, but you ain't diving into the swamp. Real life example? Some guy on Facebook started commenting on my cousin's parenting and dragged 5 strangers into it. My cousin posted, "Don't get me started," and then posted a simple photo of her kid. Muddy, laughing, alive. No argument, no feeding the trolls. The tone made folks back off. It's humor plus boundary, and sometimes that's all you need to keep people from becoming a problem. All right, friends, quick practical scripts so you can walk out with usable lines. 1. Bless their heart. Gentle pity. Oh, bless her heart. She's trying. Say it with a soft smile, maybe a small head tilt, and walk away. 2. Mind your business. Firm boundary. I'd appreciate if you'd mind your business. Thanks. Short, neutral, then change the subject. 3. Don't get me started. Deflect and amuse. Don't get me started. I'll be here all night. Then do something else. If someone pushes back after any of these, stay calm. Repeat the line, use a neutral pivot, or if it's serious, move to direct communication. This is between me and the person involved. I'm not discussing it here. These phrases aren't permission to be passive-aggressive. They're tools to buy you space so you can respond with dignity when it matters. Quick recap before I let y'all loose. Bless their heart, pity with a lid. Mind your business, reclaim your peace. Don't get me started. Signal the rant without living in it. Use them like a shield, not a sword. Remember, sometimes the kindest thing you can do is not engage. And when you gotta engage, do it clean. Say what you mean, stand your ground, and don't apologize for boundaries. Check on your mama and them, and if they actin' up, don't tell them I said nothing, but do keep these lines handy. They'll save you more heartache than any family therapist I can afford. You can't fix stupid, but you can mute it. If you liked this little masterclass, do me a favor and subscribe so you don't miss a week of stories, life hacks, and the occasional roast of bad manners. Share this with someone who needs a phrase or two in their back pocket, and leave a review if you're feeling generous. It helps more folks find our little porch. All right, I'm clocking out emotionally. I'm Crystal, and this has been How's Ya Mama and 'Em. Love y'all. Mean it. Bye now.